can you help me in two things like removing these AI bots and also reminding everyone in the channel?
You want me to do that? Sure.
Hi everyone, we would be starting in a couple of minutes. We are waiting for other folks to join. In the meantime, I'll be sharing this docs link in chat. I think we are good to go. So we are low on attendance, but hopefully all the authors who have PR will be joining us. If not, I'll be asking one of the co-hosts to remind them. So welcome everyone to Layer 5's websites meeting. It's a weekly meeting that happens every Monday. And so this time too, we'll be talking about various websites that you all can see on your screen. So one by one, we'll be going through the agenda items and we'll be discussing them. We'll get feedback from all. And so if you happen to have any items that you want to get any help or feedback, you also can mention them. Make sure that you, since you're attending this call, you write your name in the attendees list so as to mark your attendance. And with that, let's follow our tradition, and that is everyone who is new on the call, they can introduce themselves. So if you're joining this specific call for the very first time, it's your chance now. You can go ahead and give your quick intro. So I will ask Vidit, is it the first time that you're joining websites meeting?
No, in past I have joined the meeting.
Thanks for confirming with it. And apart from that, I don't think anyone is newcomers, so all are old timers. So yeah, once again, for those of you who just joined the call, I'll be taking this link of the docs and we'll put that in chat once again. And the first update that we will have is on Layer 5 IO site, which is a Gatsby site. And I'll be dropping the link to the site right now in chat. It just went a major migration from Gatsby version 4 to version 5, and Sudhanshu is the contributor and also one of the maintainers of the site. So he has a couple of items on that only. So Sudhanshu, do you mind sharing all your updates?
Yeah, sure. I just want to confirm I'm audible, right? Audible.
Uh, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, like we have a Vivek already told we have a major migration from Gatsby V4 to V5. So for the context, like for the Gatsby version we were using, it was V4, and we one of the contributor we had like a year or more than a year before, Randy, who has initiated this like migration, but it was not completed. And many issues, UI issues there, on some breaking packages were there, conflict packages were there. So now it's been solved and now it's live. So the layer 5, which is currently there, the site is using the latest version of Gatsby. So following issues, like there were many following issues with this. So like now with the Gatsby latest versions, there will be few changes in while we write the React components out there. How do we pass the props, right? And how do we pass any like URL in an image or a path and image? So there are major changes in that. But for example, like for few things we have not completely, like there are few methods which we can use from Gatsby 5, which has been included in the latest V5 release, like which was using Slice API, like few other things, which we can use to optimize the site more. So currently, those optimization methods are not using, but yeah, like now we can create issues on it and create like have more use the best methods from Gatsby V5 to optimize the site. So if anyone find any issues, like since it was a major migration of React, like it was using the React 16, now it's using React 18. So there were big migration and there were some style changes, many other things. So if any of the contributors, anyone find any issues, underlying issues inside it, so it would be good you report it and create issues quickly. But yeah, like most of the issues are already resolved. You might not find, but yeah, like happy to report and any bugs or any breaking changes in this new my version. If anybody has any feedback or questions. Yes. So I'll
Okay.
create more issues in this category, like which we can use few optimization methods. But yeah, now do we have Aviral on the call?
We do not.
Okay, so then there was a okay. So following this, there was another upgrade we need to do, which is the MDX. So use MDX for our logs and everything. So it's currently in V3, and we want to upgrade it to V4. Since we were using a lesser version of Gatsby, the less older version of React, so we were not able to use this. Now, since we have moved our Gatsby version, our React version, now it's a good state to move forward, and all the issues which were here can be now resolved now, because I already told in one of the calls or in the Slack that MDX uses React version, MDX React, which is a peer dependency. So that we need to have a React of 18 milestones, so that when we go ahead and this upgrade can also be moved forward. Okay. That was all from my side.
Thank you, Sudhanshu. So we were having some of the issues mainly in buttons, like the links where they are referenced and the way we pass props. So have you tested out all the possible buttons and areas inside, or if there is any area that you think someone should go and take a look into, it would be good if we mention that somewhere in issues.
Yeah, I try to follow up each page, like and any kind of underlying issues like buttons, because Now we pass button as a, for example, a dollar sign. It's not, the URL is not passed directly, it's a dollar kind of sign you have to pass as a prompt. So like I've tried to find all the underlying issues which were not like button URL was not working, some overlapping or overflowing issues. Since it's a long page, like there could be some very underlying pages around which I might have missed. So if I find out, I'll create issues, or if you guys find out, please create issues and report it back. So I'll assign you or myself, I'll do it. But yeah, like I don't think right now like there is any other issues more than that. If I'll find out, then I'll also create issues for that, so others can also solve. There might be some like wrappers issues, like for example, if you say this, I'll get you a similar issue, this clear file. So it should be in a single line. Someone want to take up this issue and use so it is flex. But yeah, it's a small issue. But yeah, like I don't think so there are issues, because there are lots of buttons. Any other
Thank you,
questions?
Sudhanshu. I don't think anyone has any question on this one. So I'll start sharing my screen. And I think, so do we have Caleb on call? I don't think so. But this comes in following what changes we just discussed. So for now, like if you used to do npm install, for now temporarily until the MDX PR is merged, you will have to include this flag that is --- legacy PR deps. That's to ensure that you are able to successfully install on the dependencies. Although it is not supported yet in the upgraded version of Gatsby, but yeah, this flags will get you past, help you get past that. So, but yeah, if you are following the general contributing.md guide, which says if you are, setting the site locally, you first can execute make setup and then make site. Why not I take you on that instructions pages? So if someone is following, they are all good to go. So this PR has updated that make target to include that flag by default. So if you are doing it this way, you will face no issues. But yeah, if you are using npm install, then you will have to include that flag. So I'll be taking this link. will share in chat.
And yeah, I missed to add that. But yeah, like it's also a temporary change when we have upgraded that MDX version from Gatsby MDX plugin. So we can remove that flag. But yeah, like for temporary, for those conflict packages, we are using this. We have to use this flag for setup and workflows to pass it. But it's not harm because site is building properly. But yeah, due to pass the checks and building, sorry, the preview and all the like npm checks, we need to use this flag for temporary.
I just wanted to confirm. So are you saying that even without these flags, site builds properly, right?
Yeah. For building, we know like we don't use this flag. It's properly built. Just to install the packages, we have to use.
Yeah. So in order to be able to successfully install, we need to have this flag, right?
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we have to use this. But like I'm saying that it's also temporary change.
Yeah,
When we
understood.
updated the MDX, we
Yep.
can remove that.
So the other PR that we were talking about, and that is, I also shared that link. So that this one MDX v2 upgrade. So after this is merged, we will have to revert the change in makefile. So if you want to take a look at that, it's a pretty big change. Feel free to check that out. It's in chat. Next up, we have this update from Sumit on wrap interview responses in quotes. I'll take a look if we have Sumit on call. Looks like we do not. So I will open this in new tab and we'll see if we have some context on this one. Okay, so this change is basically about automatically wrapping responses under quotes. And if I could quickly go there. We have a couple of blogs in form of interviews, and so this one, it's one of them, this one. And so the interviews response should be wrapped under quotes automatically. So right now it's hard coded. Yeah, but I think this PR attempts to remove that manual effort and do it automatically using some of the pseudo classes in CSS. So if you would like to take a look at this, I'll be dropping this link in chat. Yeah, it's already there in chat. So Sudhanshu, by any chance, do you have any context on this one, or we should go ahead?
Not currently, but I'll look into it. I don't have any context.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, like if it's hard coded, then we need to automatically set that by any time.
Yep. Thanks, Sudhanshu. So next up, we have this enhanced font contrast from Raja Surya. So I'll just take a look if we have them online. Looks like we do not. And looks like it's a change in brand guide. So I'll take this link. And we'll request all the participants on the call, if you could take a look, please do. And more specifically, Sudhanshu and Ankita, if you could take a look on this one, whether or not these align with what we would desire. So that would be helpful. And in the process, if you could drop some feedback on this PR, or if let them know that their work is, okay. So thanks. Next up, we have this update from Taran on fixed partner slide animation. So since Taran is on the call, Taran, can you please go next and share your screen and give your update? I'm afraid that we are not able to hear you, Taran, in case you are speaking. I'll confirm with other co-hosts. Hi, please go ahead. Taran, are you going to share your screen and give your update?
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay, okay.
Is it visible for you? My screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
In my full request fix partner slider animation homepage, there is an issue. The partner slider animation was literally very
I'm afraid, Taran, we cannot hear you properly. Some mic shares from you. We cannot at all hear you, Taran. I think we lost Taran. Taran, can I please request you to share this update in Slack in form of video, or you also can attach a video on the pull request so that others can take a look. Thank you, Taran.
I think let's like for now discuss if this change. I'll share this.
few minutes after we open layers. Is there I am audible?
There's some audios from your mic, so we are not.
Fix this mic issues have.
I think that we'll have to follow up on this in the GitHub comments or Slack. Please, Sudhanshu, go ahead.
Yeah, Taran, your voice is breaking, so I will just continue for your side. Like, you can explain the solution in the Slack, like followed by this meeting, so we can get back to it. But yeah, if like for the other people, I think he's been solving the issue which is in the one of the slider animation on the homepage. This one. So I think it breaks after a few time, like a few seconds, this animation. And you are working on the smoothness of this, right? About that. Okay, so this was the context of the issue. If I see the preview link of this. Okay, so I think it's just resolving that smoothness of that carousel, like the slide animation. Yeah, makes sense. You have to see like there are lint issues, so if suddenly you are able to hear them, it's good that you remove the unwanted line changes because it's hard to remove, but yeah, we'll look into it. Yes. Probably.
Okay, so then there are some call for volunteers, and so I'll be quickly sharing them. So as we are into Hacktoberfest, and if you're looking for some items that you can work on, that are straightforward and that you will get all the help that you will need, this is a link that will take you to all the issues that we have in this repository that are based on UI changes and also system ones. So yeah, feel free to check them out and comment on them if you want to work on it. And so you will get this badge from layer 5, that is Hacktoberfest badge. So for everyone who is interested, check out the link that is in chat. So then we'll be moving on to the next site, that is Meshri.io. So I'll be dropping this link in chat too if you want to take a look at the site. And we have 2 items from Bhushan, and I think Bhushan is on the call with us. Yeah, so can you please go next?
Okay, hello.
Hi.
Let me share the screen. Okay, so the enhancement icon, like this icon that I have to add. So I just want to ask, means there's no icon named HELM here. Like, so do I have to create a new icon? Like I have added a new icon here, this extension, but I can't see any, like here's mentioned. Person who have created this issue has mentioned that we should have icon supported light in dark theme.
Yeah, so basically, this same person has a PR where they have included this green, the icon that you can see, right?
Okay.
And if you scroll down a little, you will see a SVG comment. Yeah, so that's the white version of the SVG.
Yeah, I've added that in my. Okay, go ahead, please explain.
Yeah, and if you could once go to the pull request tab. Yeah, no, I mean, simply the pull request of this repository, not your PR. So I was just pointing out to the pull request where it is that you would find the other,
Comments. Okay,
icon.
this.
If you
Okay,
scroll
no,
up,
here.
if you scroll up, okay, I think this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one. Okay, no, this is issues. If you go to the pull request.
I guess this is the pull request that you're talking about. I have added this change. I just don't have the content, like these contents.
I'll be sharing the link. Just a minute.
Okay.
Tell that question, can you show the preview? The preview?
Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, Can you see this?
Okay, and
So
when you
these
change to
are my local changes.
light mode,
Yeah, so this, okay. Yeah. So there are enhancement that I have to do. I just like I was asking that do I need to create a new icon here, or is there any icon already present?
you
If you
this
click, if you open
But
the link that is in chat right now in the Zoom chat.
okay. Because this.
Yeah, so right now on extensions pages, the pages that you were showing, that there like this extension card is not there, but this PR
Okay.
attempts to do that. So for
Okay.
every
I guess
extension that you see, for every
uh,
extension that you see on the page, they will all have
okay.
this metadata file where it will be mentioned about their white theme, simply their icon. We will
Okay.
need this enhancement. The ask of this enhancement is to have both icons on the metadata file, and then there's also a layout that generate these all files. So you will see all these metadata files from there, like the data is collected, and then based on a layout,
Yeah.
all these cards are displayed. So ask the issue that you have assigned to the ask for that is to make sure that we have both the icons specified in the metadata, and then also adding the support in the layout. I mean, basically to enhance that. So if both the icons are present in light mode, we should be showing a light icon in dark and dark icon. If
Okay.
not, then we should default to 1. So you will find a similar kind of code in the site itself. Somewhere you will find example of that. But yeah, basically that is the ask of this show.
Okay. I'll get more clarity on that later. But for now, I'll just show you this thing. Like the 9 card should be visible.
So let's talk about that, your previous changes for some time. If you open the link that I have shared in chat, Zoom chat.
Okay. Okay. Here's the link.
Yeah, if you go to files, files changed. Yeah, so this you
Okay.
see this collections, then underscore extensions, and then there's this markdown file added by Aviral.
Yeah.
And so if you also go and add some similar markdown file with similar front matter, you will see a extension card updated on visible on that / extension pages. Right here, if you
Yeah.
see
I've done the same thing. Like I've added this .md file in extension, which is rendering this collaboration extension.
Correct. If you go to, so if you see
I'll
right now, we
update
just
these
have,
other things accordingly.
no, so changes don't have to be done in this. So if you see, we just have image, and that is helm dark.svg. So that
Yeah.
is being used in light as well as dark mode. What we can
Okay.
have is in front matter, we can specify a dark logo, dark image, and light image, and then the layout that is creating those cards. There we can
Okay.
enhance that to support both the themes.
Okay. Okay. Now I got that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll ping you once I'm done with this. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And should I go ahead with this now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So like this was the issue. Earlier it was showing all the extension, all the catalogs on one screen. You can see. So this is
you don't have to change your plans. Like you can also click the preview which comes in your PR.
sorry.
You can also check out the preview build which comes in your PR, so you don't have to change
Okay,
the branch.
I'll do that.
Just a recommendation.
This is the fix. If we head over to this catalog, it shows like 9 items, and it will still show 9 items even if you refresh the page.
If you would
And
notice, as you were reloading the page, like it seemed to me like temporarily it was loading all the cards at once, If you could once reload and scroll down quickly. If you scroll down now. Okay. Previously, like this page used to cause trouble on Safari, so I think Ankita can help with that. So Ankita, if you could test it out on Safari whether or not this page is working. If you could share that
Sure.
link in chat, Bhushan.
Okay.
What was the fix? I think it was coming only on the loading of the page, right? Or the page.
Bhushan, if you could once go through your code changes, is what Sudhanshu was asking.
Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, so this was the file in which I made the changes.
Yeah, you
So
can
what
show
did
me in the like in the GitHub only. So it's
Yeah,
so that
GitHub
is easy.
files changed.
Okay, so sorry. So what it is doing is uh, it will it will like simulate a click next and previous when the page loads.
Like I wanted to know like what was the fix for like I think it was happening only on the load, right? The all the pages, all the catalog cards was on. So it's a functionality you have fixed or any kind of like
Uh,
JavaScript like script was not working or
no,
re-rendering.
no, I didn't find any bug here. So what I did is like the page was working fine when you click next. Like it was showing only 9 these items. And when you move to previous thing also, then also it was showing 9 items. But when you refresh the page, sorry, once you refresh this page, then it used to again show all those cards. So
Mm.
now what I did is added a small function here which will just uh, like simulate a click next and previous while the page is loading, and that will just solve it.
So we are still loading all the catalog cards at once when the page loads, but as soon as it loads, we just are simulating the click, right?
Click yes.
Okay, so let's
I think. Yeah, continue, Vivek.
yeah, so I was wondering whether or not that would be ideal way to fix this issue. I'll be
Uh,
asking for feedback from everyone. Yeah, please go ahead, Matthew.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing, that here is doing the trick. It's fixing the issue, but not the root cause. Perhaps we can just go more in detail why it's not displaying 9 at the loading at start, and fix that. It will be better. I think here we just load all the icons once, and then it's when we are displaying on the first time, we just don't display 9 cards. We just need to fix that. That's it.
Yes, exactly. I agree with like Bhushan, you are just like I think it's you are not able not solving the root cause because you are just solving the issue because I think the issue was just like when you load, as you explained, loads all the catalog cards. So it
okay.
might be any other underlying issue which and if we fix like this, then it might arise afterwards also. So, but
Okay,
we have
then
to find the root cause why it only happening in the load of the page that all the catalog card is loading. It could be like since it's a JKL and JavaScript has been integrating into it, so it might be that there is a rendering issue and first time when it loads all the catalog cards start like as you scroll, next page gets triggered. So you have to see that why it's happening. That's the root cause you have to find.
Okay, okay. I'll make sure to check that. So
Hey,
should I
thanks a lot
close
for
this?
no.
Okay,
So thanks a lot for working on this. We could keep it open for now,
okay.
as we would also be updating this PR. So
Okay, okay, sure. Okay, yeah, that was
if you
the
would,
update.
yeah, let's ask for others' feedback. So everyone on the call, feel free to chime in and sound off with any of your thoughts. So you can come off unmute and then you can give feedback to
Also, I want
Bhushan.
to
So
just mention one thing. This fixes this issue as well. Like the extension, this next button was showing up, right? And on click, it used to disappear. So um, if we just load this function again, in like once the page loads, if we load this function, then this next button disappears. So
no, so
I think that was a small fix
I
for
think the
that.
same piece of code has been copied pasted into this extension. We simply can edit there. No
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
update through
Yeah.
programmatically through function.
Yes.
So thanks a lot for pointing that out too. I think we don't have any feedback for you now. So do you
Okay.
have any other items that you want to share or?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Thanks a lot. So these were some great update from you, Bhushan. So then we'll move on to the next site, that is docs.meshri.io. I'll be taking this link and we'll be sharing in chat. And we have one item on it from Taran. So is Taran on the call with us? Yep, looks like he is. But since he's having some issues with the mic, I'll go ahead and share on his behalf. So yep, I think this is the one. So I'll be sharing this pull request in chat. If you want to take a look, please feel free to do so. And since I also see Matthew tagged as a reviewer here, so
Yes. So basically, there were missing step in the documentation when we was following the Airbnb installation from source code, and there were plugins that were missing in the documentation. If you was followed the steps step by step, there were an error, and this just fix the issue.
okay. So have you tested it out, either Dharan or Matthew? Have you like
Yeah,
tested it out?
basically, I just he sent a request in the discuss forum, and I just check locally. I have the issue, and I just create an issue with the step to fix it, and he just follow what I have done.
Okay. Makes sense. So looks like it's already approved. Just for other folks to know too, so RB ENV is just one of the package manager for Ruby. So if you are having multiple Ruby versions in your machine, so you will have to be specific while contributing to some other projects as they. So for example, this docs uses 2 point something. So you will have to change to that version. And these RBNV and RVM is to there, so they help us do that. So as soon as you cd into that directory, it defaults to that version, and then you can
I think
continue your work.
I think that the changes are visible in the preview also.
Yeah, let's go and take a look. And this contributing guide is mainly for contributing to the docs site itself, which is a Jekyll site. So I'll be opening it up right now, and we'll also share the link in chat. So you come to
contributing and community, contributing, then it
docs.
was, and it was.
It would be this one.
It's a Linux. No, it's for Linux part. Yes, it was. So after that, was currently. I think there are this in the documentation, and what he has added is above. It should be after.
Okay. Okay. So do you want to open the page that we have right now? So I'll go there and I
Yes.
will.
For Linux.
Okay, I think this is one.
Yeah, this, yes, you were at the.
Yeah.
Okay, so here the first part was to install Airbnb, and after that, there's a step where you're doing Airbnb install Ruby with the version. This was the part it was failing.
Okay. Okay.
It was after that. I can share my screen if you want.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So. Okay, so this is the part that this part have been added.
One thing that I've also mentioned in the GitHub, it could be a second option to clone this package, but I think there is a simpler version where we can use just install the package and that package manager. For example, like in
Yes.
Mac OS, you can just curl homebrew and because when I
Yes,
use like Ubuntu, like you can just install using source. Why is the primary option? I mentioned in the GitHub also, like it could be a second.
Yes, I
because it's
saw your comment, and you're right here. We could have used the distribution package manager instead, but the documentation was already like that. So it was just to fix this issue. But yes, I think that he mentioned that he will update the pull request to use package manager instead, like you suggest. So we will see. That's all.
Thank you. Okay, so like sometimes, okay, so projects like time to time also suggest us to install from the source code because it happens that the package manager is not up to date. So you might want to take a look if that's that's why they are recommending to get it from the source code. So thanks for this update, Taran. Ankita, you are up next.
Sure. Just a moment. I believe my screen should be visible now. So just a moment. Yes. So this PR that was also discussed in the past call, the websites meeting that we had, there were a couple of reviews that Matthew had for me. I worked on them, and thank you so much for all those reviews. The current issue that's here is something that probably Vivek and Sudhanshu can help me with. The desired subscriptions icon that I was asked to add here. Unfortunately, on all of these sub pages, from the front matter, when I try to add the SVG or the icon, it doesn't show up. I tried testing it out by going specifically to the sub page, and there was something up there on the discussions forum, and there were some other fixes here in and around. But to solve this particular use case, where from the sub matter, or like from the matter that we have, where we are writing this for it to display it on all these sub pages, for some reason I cannot display this icon at this point. So it would be great if you all could take a look and suggest a possible reason or a possible fix that I could try or implement, because that's the only thing that's stopping me on this PR.
So where you are adding that now, like the icon?
Yeah. Sure. So we have these short codes up here.
So Ankita, like, sorry to interrupt, but instead of if you could stay on that screen, so your laptop code screen. Yeah, there.
You want me to take you through the PR?
No, so
like,
in your VS Code.
Oh, sure.
So basically, I was saying that instead of initializing a variable and then displaying that, like, does it not work if we could have something like image src is equal to icons that is commented above?
Yeah, I
think
did
that
try
would work.
that, and that didn't work as well. Like, it will just take me a second to uncomment this, and because this updates in real time, as you can see, that didn't come up.
So is it possible that the the reference is broken? Is it /icons?
No, let me tell you. So here, if there, like, if I go ahead and I add, let's say, YouTube up here, this icon would come up. If I go up to the YouTube file and then add this icon, it comes up. It's pretty fascinating and interesting. So if you could just bear with me for a moment, I'll comment this out and we can go up here, paste this. And we should be able to see the subscriptions icon here now. Let me refresh this a bit. Okay, this doesn't come up.
So I was facing similar issues like while building the site locally, like on CodeSpaces. So the main logo that we see, Layer 5 docs, that was not coming up in local, that was used in a similar way from first being assigned to a variable, and then variable was being referenced as the image. But I simply hard-coded that, just simple image, and it worked. So but I'll take a look into this, why it's happening.
The other thing is we might want to update our docs or the contribution MD, which also, like, there are a couple of folks who had this issue in the past. Someone who had updated the docs didn't quite mention it perfectly. So if you, like, let's say I directly go up to that file that I updated, or like that the script had updated, which is this one up here. I tried adding the image, the way it was described in the discussions forum as well. So if you directly go up to a page and try adding an image, any form of image, it's still an issue. It's not clear. It mentions you have to add the entire path, but it's not clear enough how to do it. So if I go up to any particular page up here, like directly add an image here, it reflects, it shows up. Or if I add a folder named images and add things here, it shows up, but it's not able to access things from the assets. Anything that I try to add from the assets. So maybe you would like to take a look into it, and we might want to update it in the contribution.md as well.
Yeah, this is something for sure worth investigating into. So do we have any feedback for Ankita?
Matthew wanted me to remove the commented lines, the unwanted commented lines. So I'll get rid of those, and probably you and Sudhanshu can give it a final check or a review on how it works. And I guess then we can go a step
Yes,
further.
like I mentioned, I just validate the Go part, but HTML and CSS, I'm not comfortable with the document site itself. So if someone else can have a look.
Yeah, sure. So I'll be sure to take a look into this. Do you have any other things that you want to share, Ankita?
Not as of now.
Thanks a lot. So looks like that is it.
Do we have that your work that pricing page in the website?
Yeah, the pricing page is also done. I was asked to rename the workflow, and I'll rename it in probably a bit, and then we can have that up. Let me share the link to the same. But yeah,
Was
that's
failure-
pretty much.
Yeah, like it was fail, build was fail. Like is due to any
Yes,
specific change?
yes, there was a change. So I had the latest comment that I had to push that was causing an issue. I'll try and fix that tonight, and then you can give it another look, and we should be good to go with that. But something we might want to take a look in terms of subscription page would be on Meshri docs. The logic that we have currently that we had that Matthew reviewed the script file, the same sort of logic and script file won't work for Meshri's documentation, Meshri.io documentation that we have there, because the links are set differently. So the URL and the folder structure, the naming convention is pretty different. So maybe we can get on the call, Vishal, when you happen to have time and you feel better, and we can go through and find a way to modify that.
Yeah, sure thing. So I'll do that. So thank you, Ankita. All right, folks, looks like that's it. That is it for today's agenda items. But before we wrap up the call, I would like to mention a couple of things. And this is one of them about community calendar. So throughout the week, we have various meetings like this one. So this is sites meeting. We also have a dev call on Wednesday and newcomers call and CNCF bi-weekly CNCF tag network and build and release call. So if you'd like to get all the updates, you simply can subscribe to community calendar by hitting this big fat yellow button. So I'll make sure that I drop this link in chat. Also, since this is the month of Hacktoberfest, we had our Preptember event, and that is preparing for Hacktoberfest on September 27. And so if you'd like to catch up with that event, you can see who all were the presenters and what item did they present. We also had some cool demo from contributors like Shudanshu and others. You can check that out. It's recorded live stream is there. And then if you want to have access to all the open issues that we have that are labeled Hacktoberfest and are pretty beginner friendly, good first issues, you will get ample help on that if you're not able to figure out something out. Make sure you check this page out. So for that reason, I'll also be dropping this link in chat as well. Not to mention that on newcomers call that we have on Thursday, anyone, irrespective of if, whether or not they have a PR already, or if this is their first time contributing to any open source organization, they get off the call only after having their first PR, that to a CNCF project. So if you'd like to be part of that, make sure you join Thursday's newcomers call. So yeah, with that, thank you everyone for joining, and thanks to co-hosts too. If you happen to have working on any of the items on sites, make sure you present that next Monday. So we'll be sure to get all the feedbacks. And with that, we'll see you next Monday. Till then, bye.